Hello guys, I'm Prajakta. Today we'll be solving valid parenthesis problem which is in the LeetCode. So this problem is rated as an easy problem. So we'll go through the problem first and then we'll just check how we are going to solve this problem. So initially they have given a string containing just the characters. So these are like all kinds of different braces characters, and we need to determine if that input string is valid. So how can we determine if the input string is valid? So that an input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets and open brackets must be closed in the correct order. So that means here for this particular example 1, the input is opening the round braces and then closing the round braces. So the output should be true. And for the input, yeah, like round braces, square braces, and the flower braces, it's true because one, it is closing in the correct order. So when I'm opening a round bracket, and then I need to close the round bracket. And when I'm opening the square bracket, I need to close the square bracket. So it's returning true. So when we are coming to the next example here both the brackets are not similar, so it's returning false. And in example 4, here though it is like we are using the all kinds of all the brackets, but it's not satisfying the condition that it's not in the correct order. So when I'm opening the this is round bracket, and I need to close the round bracket and only then I can open it with using either square braces or flower braces. So it's returning false here. And coming to example 5, here it is nested brackets and it is satisfying both the conditions which is valid for the valid parenthesis. So it's returning true. So initially what will come to a point wherein if the input braces, if it's an odd, it should return false because it has to be even. So we'll write a condition. We need to check if it is not even. So we are returning false if it's not even. And now I'll take the complete string. I'm taking character by character. So I need to convert the string to a character array. We can do that by using toChar array. So I need to declare, I'll be using a data structure called stack, which is wherein all the characters will be pushed and popped accordingly. We'll see that. So I'll be using the stack of characters. And then in the when traversing through all the characters, you can either use a switch statement, whichever is convenient to you guys, but I'll be using if else. So I'm going to check if the character is the characters are, if it is opening brackets, like either of the opening brackets. So one is round braces, but the other one is square bracket. The next one is flower brace. So when I encounter in an input array, when I encounter either of these characters, I need to push all the characters into a stack. Then after that, I'm going to check if the character is closing braces. I mean, now we'll only consider for the round braces condition. So if it is a closing bracket for the round, so closing round bracket, and the stack should not be empty. So I'll be using the condition is empty. It should not be equal to empty. And one more condition is I need to check if the opening braces is in the top of the stack. So I would be using a method called peek, which would check if the character is opening braces, which should be in the top of the stack. So I'm going to check this. So if all the conditions satisfy, I'm going to pop. Similarly, we need to check the same thing with the other brackets, which would be square bracket and flower bracket. So if everything is like popped, I mean, if everything is if it's a valid parent, I mean, if it's a valid input, and if everything is popped, it should, I mean, the stack should be empty. So we have to return to check if whether the stack is empty or not. So if it's not empty, it would return false. So we'll just check if it runs. Yes, I mean, it is accepting and the output is true and the expected output is also true. So here we are using stack data structure, which is like last in first out, and the time complexity would be, since we are simply traversing the given string character by character at a time, and but the stack operations, that's not nothing but like push and pop operations, take constant time on a stack. So the time complexity would be the polynomial time, that's like big O of n, and the space complexity would be, since we are pushing all the opening braces into a stack, even the the space complexity would be big O of n. So each time when you are pushing the element into a stack, and when you encounter either of like the closing brackets of the braces, it has to pop, and start of peak will determine the which is the top element on the stack. I hope this is clear, and thank you for watching this my video.